transformation for over 12 months, and we're getting into the healing stretch now. And there's many people out there that they just don't have the finances, or perhaps you've been struggling along with your business, and you know there's issues going on. Oh my gosh, that guy needs to change his exhaust. But there's other things that may be going on. So how do you start your business with $0? Hi Annie, how are you this morning? So how do you start your business with $0? Let me show you exactly how. So the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to go over to the net. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we want to head over to Google. And whilst we're in Google, we're going to type in Google Maps. So inside of Google Maps is an absolutely fantastic tool, not only to find where you're going, but to also get familiar with the scene that's around you. So go into Google Maps. Google Maps also are going to update very, very soon, which is really exciting to help people to pay for their parking meters and stuff like that. So that's really, really cool. So up in the Google Maps, what you want to do is you want to type in your home address first. So I'm at 402 Doveton Street North in Soldiers Hill. Now this is where I live. So I live in this old pub here. Now as you can see from here, we have a little button that's called Nearby. So click on Nearby. Now nearby, what we can do is we can type in like keywords to find people that are close to our location, or sporting venues, or events, or anything like that that may be near our location. So for example, I may want to type in groceries. Okay, and this is a really great tool, especially when you're traveling as much as what we do, because you know we went to New Zealand and all of a sudden it was like, oh, where's the grocery store? We need some food. So here I have a list of all of the groceries. Now see all these little red pins there? All these little red pins are all of the grocery stores who have registered with Google, so that I can now find where I need to go. So I've got Coles down the bottom, I've got a convenience store, I've got another Coles. God, there's Coles everywhere. Another Coles. An Indian grocery store, that's pretty cool, an Asian one up here. So these are showing me the grocery stores. Now I can also search via via business names as well. So Woolworths, for example. So I shop at Woolworths, and now it's got all these little red pins showing me where all of the Woolworths are, and it's got the website. So all I have to do is hover around them, and this will show me the direction on how to get there. Okay, so when you're in an area, so it doesn't matter where you are, you can type in your home address. Now, when I first started, I had no money whatsoever to start up my business, so I knew I had to get some people on board. So I will look up doctors. So I want to get some doctors on board with my business, and now I'm in this new location. So here I have some doctors that are, you know, pretty close to me. Okay, now what I can do is I can hover over every single one of them, and I can have a look at what's going on here. So we have the Aboriginal Cooperative here, we have UFS Medical, we have Lee Stella, which is a doctor as well. So what I want to do now is I want to find a doctor to work with, so someone I can approach. Now when you go and approach these doctors that are around you, you know, take some kind of a kit with you. It's kind of like a resume, but keep it really simple, keep it easy, and keep it straight to the point. But you also want to do a little bit of research as well. So here I have Carnbray Clinic, so let's check out their website. So here we have Carnbray Clinic's website. And usually on a website, it's particularly general practitioners, etc., we can look at the team. So we'll have a quick look at the team. So here I have Dr. Frank Martin. And if I was to approach this clinic and want to talk to Dr. Frank Martin, his specialised interest in men's health, pediatrics, workers' compensation, asthma, diabetes, and skin checks. So for this particular doctor, you want to know a little bit of information about them. So he's been working for 36 years in the area, and he's passionate about men's health, and he also does work with asthma and diabetes. So what I want to do is when I approach him and his clinic, I want to really make sure that I'm nailing on the head that I do asthma, that I do quit smoking, and I do gut-directed hypnotherapy. So let's just choose a random. So we've got Shamika Gamesh. So when I go to the clinic now, I know approximately what she looks like, because you really don't want to go into one of these clinics and then get, you know, blindsided as such. So here we have Dr. Chamika, and worked in ICU, so really intense places. So does a lot of stress stuff. And we've got women's health coming up here. She's keen to work with disadvantaged people. So what I can do is I can promote to her that we work with people who are disadvantaged, and people that are disadvantaged can have a discount for our services. And she also is passionate about working with people with terminal cancers. So because we work with a lot of the mentalism when it comes to pain and stuff like that, I know that I can promote that to her. Now, also what I have inside this dialogue as well is I have when she's available. Okay, so Tuesdays and Fridays. So if I particularly want to speak to her inside that clinic, I know they're the days of when I need to network, like when I need to go there, talk to the receptionist. Now, when you're going into these places, when it comes to the receptionist, you'll be very, very surprised. Now, you're going to get going to some clinics and they're just going to laugh in your face and they're going to, like, get out of here sort of thing. And then other clinics, I've literally stood there and gone, hi, my name's Trish Palmer. I'm a hypnotherapist and I want to be on your referral system. And the receptionist has literally just gone, put me in, and boom, it's gone. Other clinics, you will require to make an appointment with the business manager, but you need to know what's going on inside these clinics and who perhaps you would like to work with. So as you can see down the bottom here, there are heaps and heaps of places in Ballarat that we want to have a look at. Now, see, we have Eureka Medical, but it's only 1.9 star. So what I want to do here is I want to have a look at it and find out, why is it only 1.9 stars? Like, is it because people are not actually talking on the website, or are they really that bad? Because I don't want to be working with doctors that are ignorant or arrogant, or anything like that. So I'm going to type it into Google, Eureka Medical and Dental Center. Now, I don't want the actual web page here, okay? What I want is the Google reviews and how many and why it's only 1.9. Now, there's 240 Google reviews here and they've only got a 1.9 star rating. Now, as you get more reviews, excuse me, as you get more reviews, you tend to get more negativity. It's kind of like the more places with swimming pools, the more drowning issues we're going to have. The more places we have with guns, the more issues we're going to have with gun accidents. So that happens. So I take that into account. However, I want to do a bit of a scroll. And what I'm seeing here is that there's a lot of 1 stars. So there's a lot of 1 stars. Now, give these stars just a quick read, okay? Do some research because, you don't have a lot of clients at the moment, so you've got your time to do this. So do some research and find out, well, what are these people complaining about? Are they complaining about the hours because doctors are busy and they do overbook, okay? Are they complaining about misdiagnosis? Are they complaining about not being treated properly or not being cared for appropriately? Because when I read these reviews, if I read a lot of those reviews where it's like, nah, I wouldn't go there because of misdiagnosis or something like that, then I wouldn't want to be approaching these people either. So you do that, give that a quick read, okay? Now, like I said before, you want to look at everything that's going on. Now, inside of Google Maps, what you can also do is, for example, being a hypnotherapist, I work with dentists, so fears and phobias. So I will look up the dentists in my area. So we have a lot of dentists here. And as you can see, here's my house, so here's my place. This is the little blue pin, and I don't have to go very far. So I'm only going like 3 minutes drive up the road. Now, what I want to do is I want to approach as many of these places as possible with all of the information that I've got. And I want to tell them I want to be on your referral system, but you have to make sure you promote the right thing to the right person. There's no point in me going to Dr. Sampson Jennifer and then all of a sudden, I'm promoting quit smoking hypnosis and they're a dentist. They probably want to hear more about needle phobias and dental phobia as well. So again, I will click on it and they've got 1 review, which is 5 stars, so that's pretty good, but chances are that's somebody who works there. So here I have CBD Dental, so I'm going to click on that and it's going to show me that it's down here. Awesome. And they have a website, so we're going to have a look at that. All right, so here we have the website. Now, what we have also, get rid of that, we have their services that they provide, and they want to be a passionate team. So now I know that their wording is to be passionate and friendly. So as you can see on the page, they're talking about being passionate and friendly. So I need to use their wording as well. Morning, Megan. How are you going, darling? So we go over to their services on their webpage, and we want to suss out what are some of their services. So they do children's dentistry. So we may want to promote that we can help children. I had one student come up to me, and she was really struggling with her business, and she literally had a dentist right next door. And I said to her, why don't you go to the dentist and just say to them, look, I work with needle phobias. And now she is part of the dental criteria now. So everybody has to go and see her first before they go in for their dentistry work. It's all part of their new model. So here I can see what they actually do, and now I can promote to them what I can help with. So if we have somebody who has, say, root canal treatment, I can promote to the dentist how we can help with discomfort and pain alleviation. So this is a really great tool. And that's all you need to do. You need to find people that are within probably 10 to 15 kilometers of you, because most people, they don't want to travel far. When they're getting a haircut, they're not really going much further than their local area unless it's somebody they absolutely love and they've got the time to do it. So for example, you might go, you know what, I want to work with some naturopaths. Okay, so I'm looking for naturopaths near me, and there's quite a few naturopaths near me. That's pretty cool as well. So every single one of these naturopaths, I would write it down on a piece of paper. I would do some research about how long they've been in business for, where they're located, if they've got a little bit of a criteria. So this one's 2 minutes down the road. So let's have a look. Acorn and Oak. Num num num. Acorn and Oak's a beautiful website. I know that these people are high quality. That's what they're looking for. They have several practitioners there. Awesome. So let's look at Nikki Stewart. Now I want to do some research about Nikki. I want to do some reading, so when I actually go and talk to her. So areas of interest: digestive and nervous system balance. Booyah! We've hit a gold star there. So what I want to do now is I want to go down there and I want to promote to her how I do gut-directed hypnotherapy. She also works with menstrual cycle irregularities and menopause. So I can also promote to her how we do hypnosis for menopause. So all you've got to do is write this stuff up, print it off, and then go down there and have a talk to them. You know, just like you would a mate or something like that. You can go down and say to them, hey, do you guys want to go out for coffee? I'd really love to network with you, etc., etc. So have a look, do some research about the practitioners that are in your area and what they're interested in. There's absolutely no point in me going down to Nikki. She's not compassionate about quit smoking, so she's not passionate about that. She's compassionate about digestive and nervous imbalances. So gut-directed hypnotherapy can work perfectly. So what I can do is I can have a chat to her about what her program entitles, and then I can ask her, would she be interested in hypnosis? And when you go down there, don't be afraid also to offer the individual practitioner a free session. Offer them a free session. I had one dentist that I really wanted to get on board, one of the biggest ones in my area at the time, and he was very taboo, like very old school. And I said to him, I said, look, I said, how about you have a free session? We'll do it right now here in the office, a nice relaxing session, get you motivated and feeling good, and so you can experience my style of hypnosis. So we went and did that. He passed the ball into my court. We went and did that, and then boom, all of a sudden, I have a referral system from a dentist. Now, you only need 3 to 4 people referring to you, and you're going to be absolute chockers. So that's how you start your business with $0 whatsoever. So jump onto Google Maps and have a look at all of those people that you want to work with. Now do some research. People don't want you coming into their clinic and then just going, hey, I want to be a referral. Do some research about the person, get into rapport with them, have a chat. There was a doctor in Mount Gambier that I wanted on board as well, and when I looked him up and I did some research about him, he loved golf. So I did a heap of research about golf. I even went out to that golfing field and had one of their meals there with my partner John. And that's because when I went in to talk to him, I'm like, oh, their chicken parmesan is pretty good, ain't it? And he's like, yeah. So we get into rapport first, and then we start talking about what it is that I can offer. So that's what you do to get some free, starting up your business with $0. Just be patient. And if these doctors do not contact you, go back. talk to them again. Perhaps the receptionist hasn't had time to go into, updating the referral system. Perhaps your criteria got lost. I mean, it happens all of the time. These places are busy. Or perhaps they thought you were another one of those people that were saying they're going to do something, but then they never bloody do. Go in there, do the hard yards, talk to these people just like you were a friend and tell them exactly what it is that you do. And that's all you've got to do. So go in, jump onto your Google Maps, have a look for people in your area, and then start to promote yourself. Make sure you get the right people on board. You don't want to just get everybody willy-nilly and hope for the best, okay? So please subscribe to the channel. There are freebies in the description below, and I will catch you in the future, my darlings. Bye-bye. So advance your hypnosis and NLP training. Go to Pellen and Palmer Specialty Hypnosis, or click the link down in the description. Go up to events and training and then click on what we have on offer. Now, our events and training are not only live in person, but they're also available online, and you will be working with me. So we have 2 accredited certifications that are completely recognised and currently running at the moment. We have Heal the Inner Child, which is only $49, or you can do the Gut-Directed Hypnosis Protocol, which is $697, and you get Heal the Inner Child completely for free. So go along to the webpage and have a browse around. We offer full criteria. It's all taught in person, either via Zoom or at one of our live events, and you can have a complete look all around here. And if you want a sample of the manual, then please, by all means, download it here. So otherwise from that, please browse around the webpage, and I will catch you in the future.